nitty gritty, bleeding purple my city. Don't score with the Steelers, no enemy. Ozing some Hennessy, catch us out stomping the yard. Candy yards, my foot McHenry. See, it's nitty gritty, Nick and Keith gon' get litty. 2 times a week, giving keys to the city. Tune and get with me. I got that, seeing the game little differently.
Welcome back, episode 418, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on, y'all? How you feeling out there?
My man Keith PJ.
Let's go. What's up?
Salute to our brother Nick. Salute.
Sure.
Another week of football. Of course, we start at the bank. Baltimore goes into their old home of Cleveland to take on the lowly 1-6 Cleveland Browns. Keys, how you see this matchup playing out?
I think with the spread, like -10, -9, something like that.
ESPN
10.
got it at 8.5.
8.5, so it's dropping. And that's expected. It's division game. I don't think you're going there and completely destroy them. I mean, you may, but I don't see that happening. You don't really tend to win division games by multiple scores, especially on the road division games. Granted, they 1-6. They're not a good team. Stefanski changed the play calling this week. He gave it to Ken Dorsey. James is starting this week, but Ken Dorsey is not. They brought in Ken Dorsey to be the offensive coordinator for Deshaun because he's a mobile quarterback. Ken Dorsey don't really. He's not really an offensive coordinator for a quarterback that can't get out the pocket. That's not what he does. So that's why they confused in Cleveland right now. Like, why would you change the offensive coordinator this week? You should change last week. Because the Dorsey and James styles really don't mix. But we'll see. Ravens are the 32nd ranked pass defense in the league. So you gotta be account for that. But I think I talked about the Browns don't have nobody to throw the ball to, like they might got Jerry Jeudy. We already know how you feel about him. we already know how you feel about Jeudy. So you've proven to be right so far in that aspect. But really, I mean, at the end of the day, you 5-2 team. We talk about all the time. Shout out to Nick. He's not here today, but building blocks. We always talk about the building blocks. He always say building blocks we're gonna build. So this is a build game. This is a game that you should go in and you should take care of business. They still got the pieces defensively. They still, they can get pressure on the quarterback. They still got Denzel Ward. They still got Delpit on the back end. So they're a formidable opponent, but and they 1-6. I mean, how much more can you expect from a 1-6 football team? Just got to take care of business, man. Like I said, you can't go in there. You can't, because it's a divisional game. I don't think you're looking at it as a trap game. This is a game that you got to win. It's a game that be dominant in, even though if you might not cover the spread or you might not win, because the divisional game in the rule. You just got to go in there and be dominant. Keep doing the things you're doing. Marlon is doubtful this week, so who knows? Zay Flowers is questionable this week, so we might be missing some key parts. But I think we still are, way better than the Browns. We'll see how the coaching holds up, but it's not I think it's a game that you should be able to go in there, win, and get healthy. Get healthy for the Broncos next week. But you can't overlook a divisional opponent. You just got to go take care of business. They 1-6, man. Beat them. Like, do what you're supposed to do. Beat them, and let's move on, and let's get them out of here.
Yeah, like he said, they 1-6. So my motto the whole season, every week, has been build. Just continue to build. I think Keys alluded to that with the building blocks, like Nick has been talking about. We split the season series with this team the last 3 years, but it's different roster this year, different outcome. You're looking at a team they last in offense in the NFL versus a team that we have the worst passing defense. So it's a game for the defense to get right, a game for the defense to figure out some things, maybe give them some confidence going into the Denver game next week, knowing how Sean Payton draws it up and with Bo Nix being a mobile quarterback. But it's a game you can't overlook. I mean, they have a good defense. You kind of saw what they did with the Bengals last week, and we always talk about how they play the Bengals tight defensively, but their defense kept them in the game. They forced turnovers. They got stopped. So a lot of big names on that defense. I know Keys talks about Denzel Ward a lot. He's a star. He jumps off the tape. He makes big plays, and he can turn the ball over. But right now, I think this Baltimore team is so locked in, so focused that it's it really shouldn't be a game for us. Although it is a divisional game, it's a game where I think this offense continues to climb, continues to trend up. Since week 4, either Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry's been offensive player of the week in the AFC. So, like, you got to continue to build on that. We scored 30 points in 4 straight games. So
they haven't scored 20 yet this year. That's another thing.
So they haven't scored more than 18 points, and they rank last in total offense, like I talked about. So, jump on them early. Really, that's the key. Like, it's a 1-6 team, so it's only so much fight they got at this point. The weather's starting to break. It's getting cold outside. They're not ready to start wanting to hit no more. Like, you 1-6, you just trying to get to the new year and get out healthy. So if you come out there and you jump on them early, take the crowd out of it. I want to continue to see Lamar develop as a passer as he's done week in, week out. Just some of his ball placement has been great. The one pass on Monday night, it was like a 7-yard out, but he just put it over the linebacker's hands and he dropped it in the basket. Like, he's just progressively growing as a passer week in, week out. And I'm looking for that. I'm looking at Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Potential game for them to have another big output. You're starting to see Mark Andrews come along over the last few weeks, which is a plus, because the more weapons we can have going into January, the better. Especially with it looking like we're not going to go make a trade for an offensive weapon. So this is really a game that I see the Ravens winning. Is it a blowout game, a 2-touchdown win? I'm not going to go that far, but I think it's a game the Ravens ultimately win like 27-17.
Okay. I add my 2 cents in. I don't think y'all should be worried about covering the spread at this point. You just win a game that you're supposed to win. But that Cleveland defense is a little intriguing. Big week for y'all offensive line. They've been gelling as of late, but my arch nemesis, Myles Garrett, can pose a threat. He can pose a threat, and so can Smith on the other side. And y'all mentioned his name, Denzel Ward. I mean, I think everybody by now has seen that viral clip of that rep that he had against T. Higgins. I mean, that's textbook on how you play that position. It was a beautiful rep. And with Zay not being there, he could put the clamps on Bateman. I'm curious to see how Monken, if Zay does not play, how do you call this game? You can say that Bateman is not an afterthought, but the attention is going to the tight ends and Zay, and a lot of the plays, Bateman is just wide open and he's making a play. Now, you want to be a number one. Y'all say y'all got y'all Devontae, right? Now
that's why I stressed the emphasis of the tight ends this week, because Zay.
Yeah, now you say you got your Devontae. Let's see when the attention is solely on him with a number one corner on him, how that goes. But let's shoot the keys in his matchup.
Hit me on a slant. Give me keys to the inside. They took the keys. We don't have any keys.
Now give me the keys.
What's your matchup going into this week that you zoning in on?
Yeah, you mentioned it. I've been off of them because they've been playing well this year in the offensive line. That's the matchup this week. Just keep creating holes. They haven't given up more than 160. I think they're giving up 60. They haven't given up over 67 yards of rushing, or they only giving up an average 67. It's one of the two. But you should be able to run the ball. This fundamentals stay sound. Offensive line, just keep gelling, keep doing what you're doing. But like you said, they got Myles Garrett, they got some players, they got Zadarius, they got some players on that defensive line now. I'm outside linebacker, so you just gotta keep doing what you gotta do, and doing what you've been doing, and you'll be fine. But that's my key matchup. Just be sound, protect Lamar. But the good thing about it is, which I'm happy now because we didn't see him get abused in the past, is that Myles Garrett's strong side is where Ronnie Stanley is. Ronnie Stanley's back to an all pro. He's playing like an all pro now again, finally, after he got healthy. So I'm not really concerned about that matchup. Ron Stanley, if healthy, hasn't really had any problems with Myles Garrett. And now usually don't flip Myles Garrett. I don't think they flip Myles Garrett a lot.
No, that's a good point. Keith, what's your key matchup this week?
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Ronnie Stanley's he's allowed 0 sacks on 224 pass blocking attempts this year, so keeping Lamar clean, which is key. My key matchup, you sort of alluded to it, Scope with Zay Flowers potentially being out, but it's Rashad Bateman versus Denzel Ward. Bateman had a career night on Monday night with 121 yards, but he's going to face one of the top corners this week in Denzel Ward. If Zay Flowers is not out there, you able to continue to get open, continue to make plays for Lamar, continue to be that safety blanket that he's been the last couple weeks where Lamar scrambles and they improv outside the pocket. So I'm looking at Rashad Bateman to continue to build. They say on Twitter that we got a Devontae Adams, so I want to continue to see that week in, week out from him. And he's been building and stacking good games.
Good points. Also, with Jameis being back there, I'm sure this is a game y'all. In theory, if y'all turn over Jameis like he is prone to do, get short fields. This is a game where even though they got a good defense, you take them out the game early. And in a perfect world, I wouldn't bet on Lamar this week. He might not play the whole game. He might not play the whole game because James is gonna give you opportunities to make plays on the ball. Like Brandon Stevens, this should be like, you should come away with a couple interceptions.
Right.
You should come away with a couple interceptions.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a big crowd game. I think a lot of these Browns fans is giving up. They tired of the team. They tired. So I don't think it's gonna be, even though the Ravens coming to town, you should probably see a good amount of purple. Tickets under like $20 right now. It's not gonna be a bad game.
Yeah. It crowd shouldn't be a factor. This, division, even if crowd is, you're used to it. I don't want to say it's like home, but you're used to the environments going to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and so forth. But also for y'all defensive line, like Owe, good practice refs. That man's a statue back there. You should be able to close on some of these sacks. You should be able to close on some of these sacks.
And you want to build.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And get out healthy. That's the key. Get out healthy and get to Denver next week at home. We didn't really talk about it offensively, but Derrick Henry 127 yards away from another 1,000-yard season.
That's crazy. We're only in week 8.
7 and week 8. So
especially after the slow start, too. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
He stacked them yards up quick.
He's stacking. It would be his 6th 1,000-yard season of his career. So that's really saying something, especially at this juncture in his career.
Yeah, I mean, Nick talks about it all the time. He's not getting touched until he's gaining 7 yards. These last couple of weeks, he's probably the last. He's the last real running back Hall of Famer that we're going to see for a while.
Yeah.
Like we should cherish this. I know I said I didn't care about, and with my defense, I still don't. I'm ready to see it, but as far as everybody else, it's that's a scary sight. That's a scary sight.
I'm about to say, outside of his first 2 seasons where he didn't have 1,000 yards, his only other year that he didn't have 1,000 yards, he only played 8 games, and he had 937 in an 8. So, I mean, this is he's on a good pace right now. I mean, he's on 2,000-yard pace, honestly. So, which would be put him in offensive player of the year numbers.
Yeah. So I'm
has been the MVP and offensive player of the year on the same team, Sco.
It's nice. It makes it even better when you stop that.
I'm saying, do you know the last time it's been an offensive
the last
player
time
MVP on the same team?
You probably can guess it. A good educated guess, you probably can get it if you just really think.
Offensive player of the year, MVP. Enlighten me.
Just think of badass offenses over the last 25 or so years.
What was that? The show on turf, the greatest show on turf.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go. So you
Kurt
educated guess.
Kurt Marshall.
Kurt Marshall. Yeah.
Okay. They won it that year. Let's see if y'all can do that.
Right.
Yeah, I think they won it that year.
No, none of this mean nothing unless you win.
Yeah, what Scotty say? Don't mean a thing if you don't get that ring.
For real.
I love to see the disappointment. But 1, 2, 3 for y'all.
Yeah.
Comfortable in that?
1, 2, 3, let's go.
All right. Let's go behind the curtain. Yet another 8 o'clock game in a primetime spot for my old ass to watch. Monday night, the Giants.
Hey, Goodell, call in the Nitty Gritty, man. We got some questions about that too, about them getting 3 primetime games, man.
It is the brand, but goddamn, like I want a 1 o'clock game, you know.
So you think the brand's so good? This might end. We may end up on Sunday night too, or that's too many Sunday night games for you.
Nah, if we keep winning, both of us, if we go win, what's that? 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, got to buy
this game. We got to buy.
It's
yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so it's two more games. So we go into that 7. We both 7-2. Why not?
We be 8-2.
Well, y'all be 8-2 because we got the buy. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing. If we 8-2, y'all 7-2, it's gonna be Sunday night football. There's no way around. It's no
whole Sunday in Pittsburgh. Like, good gosh,
it's no way around that. For real. The NFL, it would be a miscarriage of justice for them not to make that a Sunday night football game.
Yeah, y'all already missed the opportunity to move Ravens and Commanders to 4:30. I don't think they'll.
But we got
that is a brand.
We got one chance. But we got one chance. The only possibility we have is if Pittsburgh football is undefeated and Clemson football still only got the one loss because they play that Saturday, and they might move them to Saturday night, and they're not gonna have a Saturday night game into a Sunday day game. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
I mean, well, they moved them to Saturday night, then they moved. My fault. I've said it backwards. They moved them Sunday night, Saturday night. They moved with Sunday, but if they keep them at one, it might be. We'll see. We'll see how.
I mean, the Sunday night game right now, Coast Jets that week. So
come on, yo. Yeah, don't nobody want to see that.
But the only thing is, they might, if Aaron Rodgers, man, they might want to see Aaron Rodgers on Saturday Night Football. Like New York, they love it. They love it.
I mean, you might, but Aaron Rodgers.
There was a day and time. One of these games was always on Sunday night.
Yeah. We haven't had a prime time Ravens Steelers in a long time. Hasn't been a need. Hasn't really been a need. But I think 7-2, 8-2, somebody got to make that call. But this game, Giants, Steelers. Similar feeling to what y'all are saying about the Browns. You never want to take an opponent lightly. I like what Patrick Queen and Landon Roberts have been preaching. If these guys in the NFL, respect them. Don't want to overlook them. It can easily turn into a trap game. But, I mean, the way that Daniel Jones is up and down. What have we seen? Like one legit good game from him this year? Other than that, you kind of know what you're getting from Daniel Jones. So on the defensive side, which is where I always love to start, this is definitely a game that you expect multiple turnovers. Whether you make him fumble, whether you have him seeing ghosts, like I said earlier, a couple weeks ago, you just got to hit Daniel Jones once, and you're messing up his whole night is messed up once you touch him once. He's gonna start seeing ghosts. He's gonna rush throws, and it's gonna be throw up tackle the way that he just gets the ball out of his hands from worrying about getting hit. And that's where we shine best. We cause a lot of turnovers, and we want to score off them turnovers. Create short fields for Russ in this offense and capitalize on that. Now take it to the offensive side of the ball. The Giants, they have some playmakers on that side of the ball. They got Dexter Lawrence. Burns popped up on the injury list, but I think he'll play. They got Banks on the outside. Not really worried about the Banks and George Pickens matchup because George Pickens has held his own against top corners in this league. So I'm not really worried about that, but you just want to see what the offense can do, continue to run the ball well. Najee has had 2 straight games. Shout out to Keys. Add another one. Continue to lean on that play action. And what I'm looking for from Russ this week is, last week, I don't know if it's a product of him being old or was that Russ, but the arm left a lot to be desired. I just want, if that is first game Russ, he hasn't played in a year. If you can start placing those moon balls, in a spot where, all right, now these guys can make plays after the catch. Now you're adding another dimension to this offense. I've seen what you can do stretching the field. Now let's see if they can make plays after the catch. I want to see that against this team. 2 straight weeks, 30-point games. I would like to see another comfortable win, especially in prime time, so I can go to sleep early. I'm not even gonna hold you. I do not want to be up past 10:30 sweating the win against the 2-5 New York Giants. Not really trying to see that. So matchups that I'm looking for, TJ, get you some sacks this week, man. Get you some sacks this week. I know what they're throwing at you. But go ahead and get you one. Go ahead and get you one. Sound tackling. We started off the game slow last week in the tackling department in space, but this is a game. If you tackle, keep everything in front of you. I know Dayball's a good coach, but he just ain't coaching good players at this point. So this shouldn't be a game that you should sweat at all. At all. I don't know what the line is. Let me see real quick. What's the line? The line is 6. They got us at -6. Comfortable. You should cover that comfortable. Get out of there, as Keith said about y'all game, healthy. Get out of there healthy and keep stacking these wins. So I think we're going to the bye after this week. So hey, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, get my 2 cents. I don't think it's going to be too difficult of a game for y'all to dominate. Like I said, they without Thibodeau, he's not playing. He's on our Daniel Jones going to see skeletons and ghosts in Pittsburgh on Monday night. It's not going to be pretty. Crowd won't be on him. So we'll see. He wasn't happy after they let Drew Lock come in at the end of the game last week. So, but they bought a good coach. He's going to draw some stuff up. They're just not going to be it may be close at the end of the first quarter because y'all had them slow starts. But I say by halftime, beginning of third quarter, first possession, third quarter, second quarter, it's going to be over.
Yes. Yeah, those in-game adjustments. It seems like you kind of like, all right, what y'all doing? All right, now I see what y'all doing. They in Austin and Tomlin have been great all season outside of 2 games. And even in those games, like the Colts got out to a fast start, but after a while they stopped the bleeding, which allowed us to get back in the game. And they slowed down the Cowboys for except for 2 drives at the end of the game. So they've been pretty good with in-game adjustments. So just don't let it get out of hand, and the offense can handle the rest. If you want to follow trends, Daniel Jones sucks in primetime games. I don't think he's 1-1. He's terrible. He's terrible in primetime. And also, we haven't lost a Monday night game since like 91. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So if you follow those trends and things continue to be what they are, it should be a good game for.
But why did the NFL pick this game as the Monday night game? Like, what was they like? Nobody wants to see the Giants in Pittsburgh on Monday night in Pittsburgh. Like,
I don't know what they thought the Giants were going to
do. The NFL send us the schedule. We'll pick out the prime.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is bold.
Yeah,
we know what the people want.
It's not a great slate.
To that point on the Sunday night Ravens Steelers, we would need to know by November 3rd. They got to alert the networks within 2 weeks. So if we don't know by November 3rd, they're not gonna flex it.
Yeah, they're not gonna flex it. And I'm fine with it staying at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm happy with it at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I would love a 1 o'clock game. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I understand the money behind moving it. Cool, but 1 o'clock games are perfect. They are perfect. This stretch that we're on right now, I haven't seen it in so long. Like my body is not used to this shit. Like staying up late and nah. I do not like it. I do not like it. But I think we win this game. 10-point game. 10-point game. I tell you another thing I'm not used to. Our point differential compared to the last couple of years, dog, we like plus 18. Like plus 18. That's something that I would not have bet on going into this. I did not think it was going to be that. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and be like, yeah, I just knew we were going to be. Nah, hell no. Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just got both of us get out of there. Yeah, just win, man. Just be healthy.
Just win.
Bad teams. You can't be losing to bad teams at this point. You see, I get it. You might lose to the Raiders week 2, preseason glorified, but now you should be in gear. You shouldn't be having no problems with the Giants at home on Monday night or the Browns. They won 6.
Yeah, healthy wins. Let's move on. 1, 2, 3. Comfortable in doing that?
Hell yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
All right, let's shoot to the first commercial break. Nitty Gritty.
When I want some sports news, Nitty Gritty is definitely who I'm tuning into, man. They show up each week with that uncut, that raw, that unfiltered sports news.
They say the things that everyone else wishes that they can say, but they can't.
Every Tuesday and Saturday, I am locked into my favorite sports show, Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty, the best show out right now. Tune in and listen, stupid.
All right, let's talk about them pick'ems. I know I had a rough week last week. I was baiting into some bad picks, man.
what bad picks you was baiting into?
The Raiders. I ain't like how Keith was talking to me about that game. Yeah. And I know for sure
baiting you, Sco.
The Vikings. Me and Keith took the Vikings. I know those two off top.
No, we lost. We that was
no. And the Texans. And I took the Texans. So that's 3 right there.
Oh yeah. All y'all took. I was on the Packers on the island, wasn't I?
Yeah.
No, I took the Packers.
Oh, you took the Packers too. You did take the Packers.
Yeah. So Skull, yeah, you was last week at 8-6.
Yeah.
You know, we got back to the basics. I won the week at 11-3.
Back to the basics.
Nick was 10-4, and Keys was 9-5.
Damn.
So this week, Nick is 65-37. Nick 65-37. Keys 63-39. Me and Skull 62-40.
Damn, I dropped to the basement off 1 week.
Can't be. I caught 3 games on you last week.
Damn. All right.
So Nick 2 games up on me. You say 65. I'm 63.
Yeah, he got T up. He up 2 games on you.
Bet.
Nick sent them picks in, yo.
That's what I'm saying. I knew I should have texted him and told him to send his picks before we do this. Now you're gonna watch it back, and he gonna know what our picks are.
He in the process.
I
told him send them to me. I don't have them yet though.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's get back focused. We got the Eagles, Bengals.
Yeah, this gonna be a decent one. I like the Eagles on the road though. Me and Keith talked about it yesterday. The only team the Bengals beat are the Panthers. Who else? They beat the Panthers, they beat the Browns, and they beat somebody else. But they combined and the Giants. The teams they beat are combined 4-17. I don't believe in them. I think they are good offensively, but I've seen them in person defensively. I think the Eagles will be able to run the ball on. I think they'll be able to control the clock on them. And I think the Eagles are fundamentally sound enough to not let Jamar Chase go. I like the Eagles on the road though. I don't know if they're gonna they not favorite. Yeah, I like the Eagles on the road. I don't believe in the Bengals. They're gonna show me more.
Yeah, like you said, talked about it yesterday, but I'm going with the Eagles in this game too. Just not sold on the Bengals quite yet. Think the Eagles are building. With Saquon, you getting the AJ Brown back, so you're starting to see the deep ball again with him and Hurts. As that opens up, that only frees Devontae underneath and lets him do what he likes to do in the intermediate game. So with the Bengals, and they got some casualties on defense as well. I think it's just a game where the Eagles can control the time of possession. I think Saquon goes for over 100 yards from scrimmage, and I think it's a game that the Eagles win, maybe by a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm picking the Eagles because this Bengals defense isn't particularly good, and the Eagles are getting healthy on offense, so I think they'll exploit that. It's going to be a big scoring output because the Eagles defensively are year to year they just seem to be overrated, just a bunch of names. But I think at the end that the Eagles will be able to close the game out with Saquon and get out of there able to win. So I'm going Eagles. That's 1, 2, 3 for the people present. I feel like Nick will pick the Eagles too. He hates Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he not picking.
He not picking.
Especially when he found out he got a 2-game lead. He damn sure.
Yeah. Since everybody else he playing defense now. He definitely playing defense. All right, we got the Titans going into Detroit.
2, 3.
Yeah, I'm not even going to entertain that. Did y'all see that stat that every team that's played the Lions has lost the week after? They're like all the teams are like 0-6.
It'd be a stat like that every year though. Like it'd be so funny. Like every team that played the line, who would they play last week?
Who they play last week?
They beat somebody up. The Vikings, and then the Vikings came. Yep.
And the Vikings came back and lost. So yeah, and it's like, damn, are they that physically imposing? Like, what's up? Like, why is everybody losing? But
and that's 2 losses in 5 days for the Vikings. You go from 5-0 to 5-2, and now you like Jordan Love and the way the Lions look. You in the middle of the road now.
Yeah, in the middle of the road. Look like it was ahead of the pack. Now they came back to the mean. And I don't want to blame it. Look, it's the defense. From what I've seen, the defense these past 2 weeks hasn't been shut down like they've been.
There's no buys this week.
The season. No.
That's so weird, yo. So we start the buys early, and then week 8 we have no buys.
Yeah, no buys. Everybody playing. Everybody gets a slice. Cardinals going to Tampa to take on the Dolphins. It's Tua playing.
Tua is playing.
Tua is playing.
Is Tyreek Hill playing? Because I heard he hurt himself in practice over there.
I mean, damn, the Cardinals got 3 wins. They got.
Yeah, they right there.
Give me the Dolphins at home. I mean, even without Tua, the defense been holding up and keeping them in the game. Arizona got to come east. I'm going Dolphins at home. Welcome back, Tua.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm going Dolphins too. I mean, I'm gonna go with the home team. I think this game a toss up. What's the line?
The line is for Miami. -4 Miami.
Yeah, I think it's a field goal game. Miami. I like Miami at home.
Forcing like a lot of points.
Yo, this Dolphins team. If Tyreek is playing, I know he would love to see Tua back.
Mm-hmm.
He would love to see Tua back. He's one of the 1-star wide receiver. He needs a quarterback with how he plays the game. He can't really get busy with a bum back there on the center. But this Cardinals team is so up and down. 1 week, they look like all right, they putting it together, and then they'll come back the next. Man, I gotta get back into it. So I'm gonna pick the Dolphins to be safe. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Cardinals win this game. But I'm picking
that should have tossed up.
Yeah, I'm picking the Dolphins to be safe. Man, that's a 1, 2, 3. Okay. I like the chalk to get back into it. I can't believe I'm in the basement.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
One bad week. Oh, this is Jets, Patriots.
Can we really call it the basement when there's 2 champs down there, though, Scott?
I like how you think, yo. I like how you think, yo. All right. I like that.
That shit definitely the basement.
Can we really
if it's a basement, it's a glorified, well furnished.
I mean, it might be a cool basement, still a basement though.
Yeah, it's a well furnished man cave. And what we talking? Yeah.
Executive suite.
Yeah, it's championship belts and trophies down here. You feel me? Jets, Patriots. How do the Patriots respond after their coach called them soft? These Patriots.
You heard Belichick?
Yeah, he said, yo, that hurt. They not soft. They was the number 1 team against the run last year when I was there. Yeah, I caught that. I definitely caught that on the
I like
it wasn't
on TV.
Yeah, I like the Jets. The Patriots they are currently playing for the number 1 pick, so they can get some help around that. Around May. So I'm cool with the Jets. I like the Jets.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets too. It's a good matchup with Gonzalez and Devontae Adams. So Garrett Wilson, it's another week where you should shine. Stop dropping the ball, man. I appreciated it last week, but now that game is over, catch the ball, yo. Catch the ball, yo.
Before he stopped throwing you the ball.
I didn't, because that almost killed the parlay. Luckily, he got it back in junk time.
Yeah, for yards.
20-yard reception.
Oh, 20-yard reception.
Or more, yeah.
Aaron, he will ice you out.
Yeah, that's
I know he will.
Definitely will ice you out.
He'll throw those Lazard and Adams.
Yeah, Lazard and Adams. It's back home. He'll
call Randall Cobb back up. The boys are back in town.
Fucking around. Greg Jennings still got it.
For real.
Fucking with him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Got a divisional matchup in the NFC South. 2, 4, and 3 teams. We got the Falcons going into Tampa Bay to take on the hobbled Buccaneers.
If the Bucs wasn't this beat up, I would go Bucs probably, but they took too many hits on Monday night. Talk about what it feel like to play at the Lions, what it feel like to play at the Baltimore.
That's NFC North.
And even Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, to be honest with you, just physical style teams. But I like the Falcons in this game on the road.
Yeah, I like the Falcons.
They got too many casualties.
I like the Falcons, and I completely agree with you. If the Bucs was healthy, if they had Evans and Godwin, I would be going with the Bucs. I don't trust the Falcons anymore. I think they gonna be a middle road team. They type of team they're gonna win 2, lose 2, win 1, lose 1. They just so up and down. And I see Raheem Morris on podcasts and shit. So it's like, I'm gonna take that. Right. I'm gonna take the
Falcons like he never been here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He seemed like a rookie coach to me. And I'm like, I don't usually see head coaches. I see current players and players that's currently in the game that's on podcasts. But to see a head coach on podcast, it kind of threw me off. Like,
he was on a recent podcast.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but he was on there. Like, he was.
Shit. No.
It might not have been recent, but I know he was on Ryan Clark joint.
Oh no, it's old. I'm a shooter. That was after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've been posting the clips now. But
all right.
Yeah, I like the Falcons in this game, but I just don't believe in them long term. I just don't. There's something ain't right with the Falcons. I don't think they're consistent enough. It's probably they just probably don't run the ball enough. I think they just need to run the ball more. Maybe just keep running it.
Yeah,
I think Bijan Robinson, the top 3 running back name. I think they should just keep running the ball.
Yeah, you picked them number 7 for a reason, right? Use them. I think the Falcons win this game too. I agree with y'all. Buccaneers are just too hurt. This is a game. Look, it seemed like Baker done caught the turnover bug. He had 3 against New Orleans, 2 against y'all. With this secondary,
he just had AFC North nightmares again.
Yeah.
He had a flashback.
So, with this secondary that the Falcons have, and not probably having the best rapport with the receivers that's left, I see more turnovers in his future. Falcons win. Falcons win.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
You can hit that again.
Yeah, god damn, Packers, Jaguars.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
I think the Packers will come out the NFC early preliminary. I really think they are. I think they got 2 of the which between Jordan Love and Jay Alexander, they got 2 of the top 2 players at their position in the whole game. So,
yeah, and that defensive line, the way they get after it, if they can keep that up, yeah, they're gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be a tough outcome.
Comes down to coaching, man. I think Matt LaFleur one of the best ones. Like, it comes down to coaching sometimes. I feel like, and he just put his players in the right position. But I mean, the way they started and to be 5-2, yeah. But we have to talk. Jordan Love just got to turn the ball over.
We talked about it last week. He has gunslinger all over him, which I'm shocked. I remember when he got drafted and he couldn't even hit the target in front of him 10 yards away. I don't know where this came from, but if that's in his DNA, he's going to turn the ball over. It's just going to be one of them things the fan base and people that like him just going to have to deal with and pray it's not in the 3rd and 4th quarter when the game is on the line. Like he did that last year against San Francisco.
He gonna have 350. He got 350, 3 tugs, but he had 2 picks too.
Yeah, 2 picks. You just hold them 2 picks in the 1st quarter.
Right.
Not in the 4th quarter. Like last they destroyed the Cowboys, but that San Francisco game was there for the taking, and he had some turnovers. Yep. That's where he got to just realize the moment and forget about the gunslinging in that moment just a little bit.
Be a quarterback.
Just at that time. I don't want to take, because if that's your personality, that's what makes you great. But he'll learn it. Because I'm surprised. I did not expect him to be this good, especially after they drafted him 1st overall and Aaron Rodgers was complaining. We saw all of those. It looked bad, but he turned it around. Ooh, Colts, Texans. Think you on mute, Keith.
Nah, I ain't say nothing yet.
Nah, my fault.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
I was saying.
Anthony Richardson is not particularly good at the quarterback position, so I think
I like the Texans.
Him over. I like the Texans. When will he be good? Speaking on Anthony Richardson, he's just so raw at the position. How big of a leash is he going to be able to have before that franchise says, you know what, we just
remember I told you, Score, I ain't see it at Florida, so I mean he got a big arm, but outside
we've seen that before. Like I don't want him to be
throw a couple coverages at him, like he stopped turning that ball over and he's seeing ghosts. So yeah, I ain't I don't know how much rope he got, but I ain't impressed.
Yeah, give me the Texans.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
God damn, this week is Saints, Chargers.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. Derek Carr not back, is he?
I don't think Derek Carr's back. Let me check. Yeah, Derek Carr, he's doubtful. So yeah, give me the Chargers. We want
chalk every day, every game so far.
Yeah, it's been 1, 2, 3 this whole
This one might be different.
Now this next one, we'll talk about it. Did I hit it? If I
1, 2,
all right,
3, let's go.
Bills, Seahawks.
Yeah, this might be the best game of the week.
I like the Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
I know Seattle looked good against Atlanta last week, but we just kind of talked about what Atlanta they so up and down. Prior to that, Seattle didn't look that good. It's a Mike McDonald defense, but they have been giving up plays, giving up yards. I think the second week with Amari Cooper and Josh Allen looks different. He's more comfortable in the system now. I think that continues to open it up for Kincaid and Keon Coleman and Shakir. So I'm gonna go with the Bills on the road. I think that's one of them games that they put people back on notice.
Seahawks without DK this week, right? I don't think he's playing.
He was questionable, but I don't know if he's playing or not. They had his point zeroed out on fantasy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Bills.
Yeah, I mean, if DK not playing, I'm definitely going to Bill. I don't trust him. But I mean, I keep saying, made a good point. The Seahawks have. I mean, for them to have Mike McDonald, they haven't been able to stop anybody running on through. And Josh Allen becomes a big threat coming in. Geno won't turn the ball over.
Yeah, they had Danny Downs looking crazy.
Yeah, Josh Allen stopped turning the ball over.
I don't think. And I think Walker's not playing. I don't think Seattle can take advantage of the finesse of the Bills defense to come out with a win. You know, y'all put the blueprint out on them on how to beat them. You got to out physical them. I don't think Seattle can out physical them. So
no, I mean, what he don't got an injury designation. Kenneth Walker, he gonna play.
Okay, so he's playing. Okay,
yeah, he gonna play. But I still like the Bills though.
Yeah, give me the Bills. Give me the Bills. God damn. All right.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Ugh. Panthers, Broncos.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, give me the Broncos, man. Is Bryce Young playing? Like, when's he gonna play? We won the 6, yo. Put me back in.
He playing.
He playing. Oh, all right, good.
He's starting tomorrow.
All right, bet.
Good.
He's starting tomorrow.
I'm still gonna do 1, 2, 3. That's even, but I'm just saying, like, I'm number one pick. We stink. Ain't no point of just keeping me.
Yeah, it's because Dalton hurt or something, I think, though. But he's starting tomorrow.
Damn, you only playing because Dalton hurt. That's crazy. Whew. That's gonna be.
He got injured in a car accident.
Damn, why so many
damn,
cars?
damn. What's up with all these car accidents and these players, yo?
Oh yeah, I did read about that. Actually, I did see that.
Yeah. Now
His thumb or something.
Jogging. Oh, his thumb. Jogging my memory. Stay safe out there, guy. Yeah, give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Chiefs, Raiders.
1, 2, 3. And the Raiders played them tough, but not now. Like
they just signed Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
Who did the Raiders?
Yeah.
What's the line?
Oh, show. That's
9.5.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. I want all the points too.
Yeah, they're gonna cover that. This a get right game.
Divisional game, but still
Desmond Ridder. Because I think Ayton hurt.
Yeah,
So
he something happened to him last week.
This Antonio Pierce last year in Las Vegas too.
Yeah,
it was a feel good story. He rallied up the troops, whatever. But his ass can't coach.
It's the second time that's happened to them. When they got rid of Gruden and they homeboy rallied the troops and then they came back trash. Like they cursed out there. Oh well. Yeah.
It'll be a new regime if they get Shador and whatever they trying to do next year with their top pick.
Yeah, Tom Brady in the building. Yeah, Tom Brady in the building, his ownership. They're gonna turn that around.
You talked about Tom, talked about Bill, maybe. So I mean,
you spoke about how Bill is on TV. Ain't no way I'm coming back. I'm not gonna work for Tom Brady. Are you crazy? I'm not going backwards. I'm not working for him.
Yeah, money. I understand it, but money talk, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they would have to throw a crazy bag. Crazy bag.
They will. You think they won't? Bill Belichick.
He can get a crazy bag from anybody.
It's the brand. What you say, so?
Yeah,
the brand.
The brand of Belichick.
Yeah, to be able to win.
I'm talking about the Raider brand.
The Raider brand. That's
is that the?
Yeah, that's a hell of a brand.
That's a brand, Scott.
The Raiders are a brand. They might be a trash brand, but they a brand.
That's an ass brand.
Yeah,
they apple bottom. They apple bottom brand.
When you talk about NFL, you mentioned the Cowboys, the Steelers, the 49ers, the Patriots or whatever. Now
you just didn't mention them. Look at all the people you just mentioned.
That's what I'm about to say. But once
the
Raiders,
you mentioned the Ravens before the Raiders. You mentioned the Ravens before.
I think they're on the same line at this point.
That's bad. Y'all were a team in '96. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm not saying about it like
they suck.
Like people need they got a big whatever, but people around the world know who the Raiders are. Like they the Raiders. People know who the Raiders are.
The fan base is the brand. The team, I'll cop to that. It's that black hole pause, maybe, but the team they ain't been good since what? Amari Cooper was there. Khalil Mack, Cooper on his second team.
Was they even good then? I mean,
I think they won 13 games that year. But that was a lightning in a pan. It never happened again.
But with the sustained, they ain't had that since like the 80s.
Right. They ain't even had when Charles Woodson was there. So you talk that all right? That's you talking Derek Carr's anomaly year, and then the Tuck rule. That's it.
Yeah, and then when they lost to us in the AFC championship game,
and before that, that's it's not enough. Bill Belichick. Don't go back. Not to them. Bears, Commanders. This should be a good game.
Yeah, these are the type of games I'm gonna start driving DC to go to. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to see Jaden Daniels play a lot. So, and it's a big game. He's back, right?
I think. Yeah. I don't think they were worried about him. Yeah.
And they got the Bears a favorite.
Give me the Bears. Caleb coming home. I like the Bears.
Yeah, I like the Bears too.
I like the Bears too because defense. Yeah, I think they're going defensively. I'm not counting Jaden Daniels up, but like I said, I'm going with the Bears. I think the Bears finding their stride, and they playing that damn tough ass NFC North, and they going. Yeah, I think they see what's in front of them. Yeah, and I think they're gonna play better.
That's right. I talked about the Lions and the Packers. The Bears, right?
Thought about the Bears. The Bears right there. Bears right there. You get a win, you tie.
When they get into them divisional games, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and the Commanders' defense is as ass as the Raiders is. So
yeah, the Commanders' defense is not good at all. You can run the ball on them, you can get pointed. Yeah, I like the Bears. It's one of the games like you said earlier about the other games, so I'm not really surprised if the Commanders win, but I like the Bears in this.
Just stay away from that. Because he likes to turn the ball over. Because Caleb Williams likes to sling it around the yard. So, but I don't think the Commanders got it in them defensively to really stop them consistently.
Bears Lions on Thanksgiving Day too at 12 o'clock.
That's going. When the last time that meant something?
I'm loving it.
Be fun.
Good job, guys.
Now the rest of them I can't help you with. Giants, Cowboys, Dolphins, Packers, but
how the fuck? I mean, I get it. Dolphins coming into the season, but
Giant. I mean, yeah.
No,
they could have had.
I don't need to see the Giants or anything. I'm good.
Why not? Why not eat?
They got that whole Thanksgiving wrong. They got Raiders Chiefs on Friday for Black Friday. They got NFL. Y'all got it wrong. Call Nitty Gritty.
Yeah,
we know how to build a schedule.
If you wanted to go division, at least do Chargers Chiefs. If it had
Steelers Bengals, y'all play that week.
But we
maybe they can't do it because it's
they ain't want to give us 2 holidays. Because we play on Christmas.
Why not? They about to give y'all.
I mean, they're giving us all these primetime games, right? You're right. You right. I don't know.
The brand.
You got that all wrong. The brand. Yeah. It's definitely the brand. I put that on a t-shirt. It's the brand. Whoa. See?
They said what? What did he say?
He said it's on, but all right. Comments like that is when I come. No,
it's definitely not blue. It's definitely not blue magic no more. But
no. All right, November 18th.
It's definitely not blue magic.
Comments like that. All right, you keep thinking we Britney Spears. All right. Cowboys, 49ers.
Niners.
Yeah, I like the Niners. I don't like this game at all. I think both teams are not really that good. And the Niners hurt though. They banged up though, and now I got C-Mac. But I think Black Purdy's starting to come down a little bit. But he don't got his best player. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off judgment on that. But them picks are looking bad. Like them picks are looking really bad.
He looked bad last week. A lot of them picks was like, "Yo, what the hell are you looking at?"
The Cowboys suck. Is Parsons back yet?
Let me check. What's his designation? He out.
He out. Yeah, I like the 49ers.
Yeah, he out. Give me 49ers. They still can get to it on defense. So give me 49ers. Damn, yo. Has this ever happened?
1, 2, 3.
The NFL put out such a subpar slate.
That's the first time that's happened because we at the end and damn.
The only thing is that it's not going to be this much chalk because I've been reading like they said it's been chalk the last 2 weeks. The public been up, so one of these couple of these games, something going to happen weird this week.
Well, I mean, we didn't talk about it, but Thursday night. They definitely handcrafted. They definitely handcrafted some wins there because
my thing is that if you can do replay assists and just call it right down, why can't you just do replay assists even for like penalties like that?
That's my and they're gonna change the rule, but I agree, but it's because if they don't throw a flag, they can't review it. If they throw a flag, then they can go back and change it. They say it was. It didn't
scoring
happen.
play. That should be reviewable. Safety is scoring
all,
play.
but see, they got all these smart people in the room, and then they don't think of stuff like that. Like, how that's a scoring play. That should be reviewable. Like, that makes no sense that it's not. So it's like they got all smart people in the room, but then you point out that and you make a good point. Like, I told God, call us, Roger. We need to get the schedule together, and obviously we got
put us on the rules committee.
Yeah, like what you doing?
Yeah, get some people. Yeah, get us on the rules committee because
it's definitely a scoring play.
What counts as replay assist and what don't? Because if that's the case, what's the point of challenges? Like, I don't get none of it, to be honest with you. If the replay assist can just call it down like baseball, just do that. Just have it centralized. Yeah.
Why you challenge? Because they ruled the pass incomplete. They'll call down and say at the replay assistant, he got both feet down. So what are you challenging? That's you're right. There's no reason to challenge anything. Unless replay, and no, I guess the only time will be if replay assistant don't do their job right. Or you still think
the call is made. Yeah, the call is made. It's just like, yo, nah, you didn't say anything there.
Yeah,
but you can't have something that egregious. I mean, not to say they was gonna go 80 yards and get the 2-point conversion, but still, like it affected the game. And then when you find out that Darnold was like 5 yards away from the over under, then it's like, all right, it all starts to make sense. And then finished with 240. It was at 244 and a half.
Yeah, the reasoning would be, and the reason is that we couldn't see it. I mean, that's not good enough. Like that's not. But it'll change though, because I mean, like you said, a safety is a scoring play. It needs to be reviewed.
And even the defender, he had his head down.
Yeah.
The defender was expecting that call to be made.
He had his head, put his hands on his head. Yeah, he was upset.
Shit.
And you gotta take all that into account. Like, that's a bad missed call on national TV. That's a bad call. But officials been bad this year. They've been bad. They bad every year, but
historically bad.
They horrible this shit. Like, every game, every big play is come back by penalty. Not talking about, not even being biased, talking about the Ravens, not talking about the Steelers. Literally every single game. There's a big somebody go a 30-yard catch. A legal man downfield, or the wide receiver. But they need to. Like, this shit.
Bad. It's bad. It's bad. They're getting in the way.
In the same breath, shout out the Rams though, because now we won't be a Steeler.
You can't take back those reports though. They out there, and they ain't been retracted. They out there. They
3-4. The whole division 3-4 damn near. They right there.
And he look like a completely different team. Both of them. We already know that they a different team. You're done. Y'all bet Mike Williams, you are still.
Let's go. They 3-4. The Seahawks 4-3.
Cool.
Cardinals 3-4. The 49ers 3-4. Like,
my thing is, why make that report? Did you think he was like? Did you think Puka wasn't coming back? Why put it out there?
I mean, the way it made it sound, McVay didn't think Puka was coming back, and then he said he saw him the day before and was like, "Oh yeah, he's back."
And that's another thing that they did, because everybody took Puka's unders because they said he was going to be limited,
or didn't put him on the ticket, or didn't put him on the ticket at all. Like,
didn't put him on the ticket at all.
Vegas really funny.
Yeah,
really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean,
once you see Mike Evans go down with the hamstring, you like, yeah. If anybody on the fence now, I can't fool with it, because you got Mike Evans for 40, and he can't even get out the first quarter.
And then Puka went out there and got hurt in that first play, and that's why they wouldn't have avoided them damn bets. We'd have been done. But now we put motherfucking Tutu Atwell on the ticket. DeMarcus Robinson on the ticket.
That's exactly what I did.
Because Puka, right? And if we'd have put Puka like we regularly would have, we'd have hit.
I wouldn't have had to put no fucking Tutu Atwell on. I'm like, yo, they gonna ease them in, pause, real slow. Tutu gonna get 2 catches, and Parkinson for 25 yards. Cool, man, motherfuckers. And I had Minnesota money line. Vegas cooked me for sure.
In the same breath, though, we've been bigging up Brian Flores, but McVay had them looking silly on. He had them all over the place on Thursday night. So
I think Flores is a great coordinator, but he blitzed way too much. You can't blitz Matt Stafford. Like, some quarterbacks you could blitz, like Lamar a couple years ago when we was in Miami. You can't blitz Matt Stafford. He didn't see it all. He didn't see every single blitz, every single thing, and every time they blitz, he ate him up every single time.
Especially if you're not gonna tackle him. If you're gonna blitz and not tackle him, then yeah, it's murder she wrote. But I'm glad y'all brought that up, because I was going, before we get up out of here, yo, make a move for a wide receiver, guys. Come on, Omar. You gotta do something. It came out, and the fan base, it's like, yo, why do y'all herald these picks? So fuck these picks. If you want to win, and you think you have a chance to do it this year, and hey, I put that defense that we got against anybody because that's how the Chiefs gonna have to win by defense. It's gonna be defense. You got to stop these guys, and we have one of those teams. But you just can't waltz in that playoffs thinking George Pickens is gonna be it. You need somebody on that opposite side of him. And when y'all hear the prices for these wide receivers, and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want to give up a 2 for Cooper Kupp, man. Fuck that second round pick. What are we talking about? It's fucking Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
And if he's healthy, we've seen what a couple years ago, he was the best receiver in the league.
I get to wanting to stay young, but if you in a win now predicament, you go get you sell that too. Who cares?
Go get him.
He block.
And he can block.
He block. Yeah, he do everything.
He play the game right.
He played the game
so, I mean,
the right way.
I mean, that's all George got to do is catching. He don't got to block and none of that shit. Like, he can just run the Cooper Kupp side on him. But y'all ain't getting him. That dream.
I don't think so. I'm scared it's gonna be Mike Williams. But at this point, we need something. And he fits the profile for Arthur Smith. He's big wide receiver. It's just what can he give you? I trust Cooper Kupp more. What can he give you? I wish the rule wasn't the rule because I say, yo, go get Deontay back, but you gotta wait a year before you can do that.
That's a rule.
Yeah,
if you trade, you can't trade back.
Can't trade him back. Yeah,
we ain't know that before the season, did we?
I found out this year.
Yeah, we ain't know.
I had no idea. I'm like, yo, if Deontay's unhappy, let's do something funny.
Why is that a rule though?
Yeah,
if you traded them fair compensation, nobody get hoodwinked or whatever. Trade them back.
We're gonna give you something for it. It's not like we stealing them. We're gonna give you something.
Yeah, it's a lot of tricks that they.
A lot of rules. Darius Slayton. I need somebody. So everybody can slide
Darius
down.
Slayton, you sound like us. We just talking about Sammy Watkins.
I ain't gonna have Darius Slayton.
I will welcome Darius Slayton in the AFC North, boy. He's gonna get this rock.
Don't say Darius Slayton. You desperate.
Yes. Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson, you would be desperate too. You've been there. I heard the party that y'all threw for Sammy Watkins. Like, nah, I need somebody.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
If you ask for Darius Slayton, it's dire.
It's bad. It's people in the fan base that want Jacoby Myers. I don't even think he ain't on it.
No.
Yeah, he's not out there. Yeah, he's not going to be available. But hey, we need something. The fan base is in agreement. We need somebody.
Yeah, they're gonna start.
Need more dogs.
Yeah, they definitely need more dogs. You keep winning, you're gonna be in a predicament where you're gonna need one. Before we get up out of there, game 1 of the World Series was last night. Dodgers win 6-3 on a walk-off from Freddie. Good old Freddie. That was a good game. Garrett was spinning it. Garrett was spinning it.
Old school baseball. That had one of them feels that it wasn't just pitching, defense, and timely at bats.
Kiki laid down a beautiful bunt. My baseball purist heart loved it because that bunt. I mean, you knew it was coming. Rizzo knew it was coming. Rizzo was damn near at home plate, and the placement of the bunt was just perfect. And they executed well. And hey, all-stars, future Hall of Famers, they show up in those moments, and that's what happened. Ohtani started to hit, and it was situations where earlier Kiki gets a triple, Will Smith sacrifice fly, get him in. They wasn't trying to do too much at the plate. Ohtani gets a double. Nestor. Yeah, and that's supposed to be their strength. If you ain't got the pitching, and the Dodgers did a great thing. They kept it close, even while Garrett was spinning it. They kept it close. So when you do get to the bullpen, you can attack, and that's what they did. Flaherty gave him a chance too, because I mean it has been months since they got 4 innings from a starter. He gave him 6. I mean he made one mistake.
After Flaherty last year, like goodness, where was that?
Who the missed them pitching matchup tonight?
We couldn't get that at all.
I got it. It's Rodon versus Yamamoto, whatever his name is.
Okay.
Lefty. Rodon, lefty,
yeah. I think the Dodgers will take this series, but hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's 6 to 7 games and not a sweep.
Giancarlo Stanton, though, man, he banging the ball, boy. I tell you, he went down and got that thing last night and took it for a ride.
Yeah, that was Flaherty's only mistake, because he had looked bad on the 2 breaking balls prior to, and once he threw that waist pitch, that was
that's what threw him off.
It reset him. It reset him, and he knew, yo, you're not throwing.
He knew it was coming back.
Yeah, you're not throwing me 2 straight fastballs. So I and that slider just
guess that breaking pitch and
yep,
the slider.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, like I said, if Aaron Judge going 1 for 5, you ain't gonna win the World Series. Like he's been playing bad, man.
He's been horrible, and that 1 for 5 shouldn't even have happened. I tweeted, and I know that's homeboy strength, his fastball. He can get it up in the hundreds, but that's still Aaron Judge. He was looking foolish on breaking balls all night.
We got to start talking about if he don't perform in this World Series.
You got to put him in the A-Rod category.
People like Lamar. I mean, it's football out, but it's the same thing. I mean, he a regular season merchant.
I got one for you. A-Rod up until 2009, A-Rod was trash in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to put him in that boat. And when you getting paid $300 million, yeah, it's for the regular season in part, but for the Yankees, we know what the Yankees are. We know what the Yankees want year after year. It's that postseason success.
This is a series. Your stars got to be stars.
Yes. Soto showed you
yesterday.
Soto showed you. Stanton showed you. Rizzo has been showing you. And only you gotta meet them. You gotta meet them, dog. Because 166. So I mean, now you in the 150s. Come on, yo. That's inexplainable.
That's not good.
Especially when Dodger stars is doing what they supposed to be doing. 1 through 9.
I mean, yeah.
Freddie
Freeman kicked it off with a triple early in the game.
And,
to finish with the grand slam on that stage, that's just crazy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good matchup. Basketball, not too much to speak on early on, but I do want to bring up, your boy and these back-to-backs.
Listen, they frauds, man. They can't even be healthy to begin the season. Like these boys are frauds. Like we already know Paul George off. So it's like, I mean, and then Embiid, now he ain't playing the back-to-back. So it's just you can't come out and say that. You can't come out and say I'm not going to play in back-to-backs, but at the same time, we get it, we understand it. But
yeah,
what don't matter if you're not healthy? What don't matter? This team ain't going away without Embiid, so it don't matter. And it's shown 0-2 without Embiid. I mean, that's gonna be how the season's gonna go.
And before we close, Bronny to the G League.
Yeah, I mean, to be expected.
Orders restored.
Yeah, I mean, to be expected. I mean, like you say, like they said the other day, you can't have Bronny coming in the game and Rob Dillingham over on the Wolves sitting on the bench. Like the optics just don't look right. Like
it's crazy.
Like, come on, but like we know what Rob is, and no, I ain't gonna disrespect the kid Bronny. He living out his dreams. Good for him. But it's just we here to win. Like this is professional basketball. Let's go with who the best players are.
Yeah, I think they gave Bron what he wanted, and now it's all right. And Bron knew. Just let me live this out, and all right, we can get back to normal schedule programming after this. So, but starting out 2-0. So
yeah, they look different. I mean, they look a whole lot better with. It was 2 games, obviously, but
sure.
Just offensively, the Florida offense looks completely different under JJ Redick. So looking forward to seeing like how it builds game in, game out. Yeah, I mean it's 2 games in.
Yeah, 2 games in.
Sacramento tonight, back to back. So we'll see how they act.
I mentally lock in the basketball after the Super Bowl, and that's when basketball gets serious. So it lines up well. So, all right, let's go to that last commercial break. Nitty Gritty. Hey, yo, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk is now on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And while you at it, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Name the same across all platforms. Nitty Gritty Sports Talk, 3 Ravens and a Steeler. Now let's get back to the show. Good show, fellas. Good show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything in college we got to look out for this week, or?
No, I mean,
no big matchups. Okay.
I mean, we talked about last week. You got the 12 o'clock Navy and Notre Dame at MetLife. Notre Dame. I mean, they should beat them, but it'd be a good story if Navy can upset them and stay undefeated for that Navy and Army matchup. But I think Army play Notre Dame next week, so
okay.
We'll see. Texas Vanderbilt. They're on the road. Vanderbilt. They finally ranked 25th now, so that should be a formidable matchup. And I think the biggest game of the day would be LSU, Texas A&M tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Okay. All right.
Got Oregon, Illinois too in the Big Ten action.
Yeah, Florida State, Miami, but that's a dud. That ain't the same as what it used to be. Look for Wisconsin to upset Penn State today.
Yeah, I was looking at that line and it scared me. So I ain't even bet on that one. I was like, wait a minute, like it was like for 3.5. I was like, whoa, why is it like this? What is Vegas expecting? So it scared me from that game. But
And we
all
talked
right,
about
cool.
Pitt earlier, but quiet as kept, SMU and Duke is a big game in the ACC tonight too. So I'll be watching that with a vested interest.
All right, cool. Appreciate everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast. If you view us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Keep liking, rating, commenting, and subscribing. We'll be back next week, same place, same time. Everybody stay safe and be blessed. We out.